Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Pause the video right now to check out my social media, my radio show, and thatdrummerguy.com. And most of all, enjoy the following presentation.
Hi Josh, this is Tiger.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing fine, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, not a problem. Well, of course, we are here to talk about the brand new album from Kadavar, Rough Times, which is coming out this Friday through Nuclear Blast, and I've gotten the chance to be able to check it out over the last couple weeks, and I gotta say, this is some amazing stuff that you guys have put out this time around.
Thank you so much.
Oh, not a problem.
Nice to hear.
Oh, of course. So, how did the writing process begin with the new album?
So this time, well, we put ourselves under a lot of pressure again, but it was different kind of pressure this time. Not only was there a lack of time, like always, but we also built our own recording studio before we started writing. So that was an extra pressure. And that took 2.5 months. In the beginning of 2017, we started renting a factory, how do you say, a story or a floor in a factory. And, well, I have been a sound engineer before we met, so I know a little bit about acoustics and how to set up a studio. Lucas is very good at woodworking, and, well, within 2.5 months, we built our own recording studio in there. Then we started writing the record. Which was interesting already. The writing process. Yeah, it was interesting because we had a new home, you know, and the whole thing was kind of like a new beginning for us. I mean, I think we still sound kind of like we used to sound, but it was really nice to work in a new home. And it was very intimate and interesting as well.
Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna say as well. Is I do notice a great change in dynamics and variety that's going on with the new album. I mean, there's a lot of great, heavier, distorted moments going on, yet there's some more mellowed out and almost ballady moments going on as well. I mean, it's a great combination that you guys got going on.
There was two things that we wanted to change with this record, or at least I can say that I wanted to change. We wanted to sound more raw again, like straight up, 16 tracks into the tape machine, playing live. No frills whatsoever. And the second thing was, of course, there's some kind of key tracks that sound more like stuff that we have been doing on the last records. But the experimenting, trying to do something that we haven't done before, that was the other thing that was really important to me. Keeps it interesting for us and maybe also for the listeners.
Yeah, and I think that's really important, too, to make sure that the style of music that you're writing is going to stay creatively interesting for you as well, because otherwise the music starts to sound very bland and uninspired.
So, too, like, if you cannot, I don't know, sounds a little corny, but if you cannot surprise yourself, you know what I mean, then maybe you start losing it's not as much fun anymore if you have the feeling that you're just doing the same thing over and over. I mean, it's still, you could still put it in the same box musically, I guess, but it's at least being part of this band. I think it's different than stuff we did before.
Yeah, and that's what I really appreciate. I mean, whether it's the title track starting off the album, or you get into the middle with like Vampires or Tribulation Nation, or towards the end when you have You Found the Best in Me, which is a great departure from the rest of the album. I mean, it's such great variety going on.
Yeah, this record contains probably the heaviest songs that we have written and also the softest. I mean, You Found the Best in Me is some kind of a love song. I guess that's obvious, and stylistically almost, well, country is maybe not the right term, but it has a southern rock touch to it. I have to say, like, while we were writing it and rehearsing, we were saying, okay, can we really play a song like that and put it on the record? Might be weird for some people, but in the end we said like, okay, yeah, maybe it's weird for some people, but if weird, then let's not say we are not allowed to do this, you know.
Yeah, and for that reason alone, it ended up being one of my favorite standout tracks on the album because it is such a departure from everything else. Yet it feels like a Kadavar song.
Ah, that's nice to hear. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. So what has been the reception that you've heard so far from the songs that have been released?
I mean, I have given a lot of interviews and I've read a couple of those. I think a lot of the journalists really appreciate that we took the time and made the effort to, at least in our little bubble, try to, do something different and experiment and have variety of songs. A lot of people said that it's their favorite Kadavar record so far. Of course, the reaction of the fans is also really important to us, and I'm really excited to hear how people think about it when it's finally going to be released on Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited for that as well. I mean, I can say it from the fan perspective, the journalistic perspective. It's just I love the approach of what's going on here. I mean, whether it's lyrically, the raw production, the variety and sound. I mean, it really feels like you guys have come into your own with this album, and I really love what's going on, and I can't wait to see what's going to be happening from here.
Yeah, that's a nice observation. I think we kind of had the same impression that, the first three records also, never really gave a fuck what other people were maybe thinking about what we were doing. But at least I can say that with this record also there was some kind of, I don't want to say strength, but more like, we are aware that we put out three records already, and somehow, maybe because of that, we can do different things now. There's always going to be like the key, like the core substance of us in every record. But like I said before, we also have to surprise ourselves a little bit with every record.
Yeah, and again, that's how you do stay inspired when you're making an album. And when you do decide to go out and try some new things for the album, it does inspire that creativity, and it'll help in the future as well for future Kadavar albums to have ideas of what you want to do.
Yeah, let's hope so, at least.
What was the lyrical approach that you took this time around for the new album?
Every song is a little different, but it definitely, I think every song has a connection to the record title somehow. Doesn't mean that every song is political. The record title is political, and it's not political. It depends on the angle that you have. There's songs like Tribulation Nation which are political and will show, maybe it's something like a dystopy, how the world could look in a couple decades if it gets worse and worse. So there's, maybe we fear that everything goes wrong from here, and we felt that we could at least make it the theme of this record, even if not all the songs are political, but also on a personal view. It became the lyrical concept, and there's a lot of negative emotions on this record. There's fear and depression and anger and desperation. I think after the last record, maybe it was too positive for us. Let's not say too positive. It was a rather positive record, and after doing that, we had the feeling there's also a couple negative things that we want to say. So maybe this is why Rough Times became a little more negative. That is the great thing and the sad thing that comes with the world around us, and why I feel that Rough Times is such a great album title, especially for everything that's going on throughout the album, is that the world gives us no shortage of negative things to talk about. So when you are able to translate it into musical content like you have for the album with
rough times. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can be covered.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, like I said, or like you said, sometimes you can have the impression that this world is really going down, or like you can at least say it's extremely absurd things that are going on. It makes you feel uncomfortable, and it makes you, I don't know, you don't have no other choice than at least say something about it, even if you don't have not always have the clue what's right and what's wrong. At least you have to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very dangerous to ignore the world around you, because then changes in the wrong way can happen. So when you do get your different opinions out there than other people, and you try to make changes for the better, even if you are talking about those negative things, it can have a positive aspect.
That's true, and also like on the personal level, songs that are more personal, I'm maybe specifically talking about songs like Skeleton Blues, or You Found the Best in Me on the other side, because it's rather like a love song. But talking about Skeleton Blues, it's one of the more personal things and personal songs, and sometimes you need to like just put it all out in order to make something good of it, or at least feel better about yourself. That's also something that music can do.
Yeah, and that's why I've always related so much to music that has a more depressing or negative feel to it, because it's actually a positive to know that other people are going through similar or sad struggles as well, and knowing that they're still keeping going.
Exactly, yeah. It's not just to tell other people, well, I feel shitty, and it's because you want to relate to other people as well. That's true. Yeah. And it can help.
Yeah, and I'm just going to point out Skeleton Blues for that reason as well. I mean, I can definitely tell, like, the internal struggle that's going on, like that very personal, emotional feel that's going on. And it's great and very therapeutic to get those emotions out there through song, and hopefully, like, others like myself will be able to relate to that and be able to feel better in knowing that they can relate to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you write those kind of songs. Like when you just, it can't stay inside anymore, or it's like too hard to, just don't do anything about it. Even if you maybe don't have the final solution, you can at least make it a little better when you put it into words and have a good riff to accompany,
Oh, exactly. So what's next for the band?
Well, we're gonna go to the UK this weekend and play our first show with the new songs in the pocket. And after that, there's a big European tour coming up. We're gonna tour Europe until the end of the year, and then next year we're gonna go to South America, and we are trying to go back to North America as well. And we're trying to go back to Australia, and hopefully we can even go to some other territories that we haven't been before. I would really love to go to Indonesia, to Japan, to South Africa. We're still working on that, but I think this year and the next year will be just full with touring.
And I'm glad to hear that too, because this is definitely the kind of album that deserves some proper touring promotion behind it. And I'm glad to see that you guys are that far ahead and trying to line all this stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been doing since the very beginning. We try to go everywhere where there's a couple of people interested in our music. We have been in the States and Canada 3 times, and definitely want to come back for the 4th time. With every record that we put out, we want to play at least 200 shows with it all over the world. That's what we're trying to do.
And with having 4 albums out now, I mean, it does make it pretty hard to be able to pick what songs are going to be played live. How are you guys going about that this time around?
I mean, we have 2 years now to figure that out. I think right now we are focusing on the A side, because I think it's rather the songs that we want to play live. But it doesn't mean that we're not also going to take not also going to approach the second half of the the songs later on. For this tour, it's going to be more like the first half of the record.
Oh, and that's great to see too, because there is a lot of great energy that's going on with the first half of the album. I mean, I imagine that's going to come out sounding great live.
Yeah, I mean, songs like, well, we're definitely going to play Tribulation Nation. It's on the B-side, actually, but I'm talking about songs like, I mean, À l'ombre du temps, the last track, for example, is one of those songs that's rather a studio experiment, and I don't believe that we are able to play it, at least not the three of us. So we might have to have a special setup for that occasion. But for example, The Lost Child, or You Found the Best in Me, or Words of Evil are tracks that we are able to play live, and we might try on the next tour, I guess. But for us, it's also really important that we don't just play the new album, but like a good blend of all the records, because I think that's what people want to hear. I always get tired if a band is on tour and just plays the last record, at least.
Oh yeah, and that makes a lot of sense, especially with the album just coming out this Friday. You want to make sure that the fans have the time to properly digest the new album, be able to check out all the songs, see what they enjoy, rather than having them just experience it live, expecting other Kadavar songs.
Yeah, exactly. They want to hear some old stuff as well, and we always try to give them a good choice of everything.
And with that, obviously when you throw in new songs, there are older songs that you got to take out or replace or put back in. So, how hard is that to be able to go back and choose what songs from the previous albums are going to be in the set?
It's going to be really hard this time. You know why? Because with the 3 records, basically we were able to play a 90-minute set with our favorite tracks. And there was a couple ones that we rather wouldn't play, even if some people might like them. But it was never a big problem. Now we have to incorporate, or how do you say now? We have to play, I don't know, five new songs, and I don't think people want that we play 30 minutes longer for that. So we gotta, for the first time, really think about which songs we don't play. It's gonna be hard.
It's definitely going to be worth it though, and it's always great when you are able to change up the setup, whether it's because of a new album or you just want to change things around in the set, because that also helps you stay inspired as well, switching up the set list a bit and just getting those new experiences.
Exactly, and I think that's what we're going to do. Like we always rotated a little bit in our set list, but it was basically the same songs every night. It was just like we always change one thing, 2 things, but now we probably have to change a lot of things every night. So we play, this song tonight, that song tomorrow, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's a great thing to be able to do that as well, because I know a lot of bands stick to a very static set list where they don't change anything at all, and some other bands completely change up every song every night. So it's good to have a very nice balance like that.
Yeah, and I think we're somewhere in the middle. Like we like to have the, how do you say, like we like to know what's going on, so we have basically a very similar set list every night, but just with a few things to be changed. It's going to be interesting. Like, I'm actually a fan of rotating a little more, which is also cool when people come to 2 shows and they see a totally different set. So I hope we're going to be able to do that in the future more than we did in the past.
Being able to tour all over and hopefully hit some new places that you've never been before in 2017, 2018, what helps you stay inspired while you're on the road?
I have to tell you that actually I really enjoy touring. I don't need much to stay inspired. I just need, I guess I just need good sleep, and that's it. I really like performing. I like to be in a different city every day, and I'm really not that complicated when it comes to touring. We always were kind of road dogs. We like to play a lot, and we like to have long tours and everything. It was never a problem for me to be uninspired, actually.
And that's really great to hear as well. I know a lot of musicians that can just get worn out after a few days on the road. So, it's good to say that that's a positive energy of staying inspired and making every show the best that you can be, and just having a great time while you're on the road as well. I mean, it's so good to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, it is stressful too, and not everybody is made for that. But I think people who like to travel and who like to play music will, I don't know, might become very happy with touring. Of course, there's, I think 6 weeks is the idea for a tour. We did 8 and 9 weeks, and I think we did 13 weeks once over 3 continents, and that was a little too much. And you need some breaks in between, but I think 6 weeks are better than 3 weeks, for example.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you do something like with 3 weeks, I mean, you're really starting to get into the groove of everything, and then it's done. So, when you are able to go longer than that, like a good 6-week tour, I mean, I think that's a good way to go about it.
Yeah, and also at the same time, you will always become tired 2 days before the end. No matter if it's 10 days or 50 days, it's always the same. Like shortly before it ends, you're gonna get tired.
Oh, very much so. Well, I thank you very much for taking all this time to be able to talk to me about everything that's going on in the world of Kadavar, and of course, talking about the brand new album Rough Times, which is coming out this Friday through Nuclear Blast. I mean, it is an honor to be able to talk to you about everything that's going on. I truly love the album, and I really hope that you guys are able to make it back to North America. I mean, I'd love to be able to hear these songs live and see what you guys have done since the last time you were here.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna let you know and try our best to come back. I would really love to come back to Canada and the States. And hopefully it's gonna be no later than 2018. We're working on it.
Oh, awesome. Well, before we wrap things up here, is there anything else you would like to mention that I hadn't brought up yet?
I think that's going to be it. I wanted to let everybody know who listens what I just said, that we are working on coming back to the States, and I think that's it. Other than that, yeah, just thanks everybody for your support, and yeah, hope to see you soon again. That's all I want to say.